All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do the recap for today. One trade, and on Tesla, and I turned out to be a really good $4,000 day, and I've stopped trading.
Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and welcome to my channel.
You know, the discussion that we had after you hit your daily goal, you got to stop trading. If you continue trading, it's going to be like that alcoholic person that keeps drinking during the party that eventually becomes sick and becomes socially awkward. You just stop trading. So let's see. The trade today was actually what I love. It's one of my favorite patterns. That what we call it is a bullish engulfing pattern. So look at the 1 minute candlestick. Let me also bring the epic pen so I can actually show it exactly to you. The bullish engulfing is a pattern that I love, especially in a 5 minute, but in a 1 minute also works. So this is a very bearish candlestick, and then suddenly a huge bullish pattern candlestick shows up in a way that is actually engulfed the previous one. It's bigger than the previous one. This is a very powerful, reversal. My screen. Yeah, this is called bullish engulfing, and I love this pattern. This is a pattern that shows a reversal. It means that sellers are selling, and then suddenly buyers are coming back in come, and the short sellers have to cover, and then suddenly a huge squeeze shows up. So what happened here in this case? I did mention that Tesla was gapping up, market was strong. I did mention that I don't like it for a short that much, but if it comes above the VWAP, I'm gonna go long on it for the break of 250. That we have plus 251, which was the high of the pre-market. So 251 here, high of the pre-market. And that's exactly what happened. Huge squeeze happened, and I just pressed buy. I got a partial fill, only 3,000 shares. That's less than that I wanted to get, but it is what it is. And then a huge squeeze popped up, and I started partialing out about 251. Huge ask sitting at 251. Unfortunately, I didn't get the screenshot on that. People saw that. And we went all the way up toward 252. On this pullback, I added more a little bit. And then for the next pop, I sold most of my position. I had a couple of hundred shares down, and then I got to stop that at the break-even point, which is my break-even point here. So again, this is I find my favorite pattern that happens, especially when the volume and order flow is there. It's my favorite pattern. If this was a 5 minute, that would have been a very good 5 minute opening range breakup, especially that you squeeze above the VWAP. So this is a very big resistance you're actually squeezing through. So that's a very bullish pattern. All the shorts. If you're short down here, you gotta cover. Otherwise, this might continue going up 5-10% like we did yesterday. And what happened during the day? Just continue going, come down and test the VWAP, and eventually went up all the way up to 52.75, which is the high of the day. If I go to 5 minute chart, you can actually see that. So it became a little bit funky, the price action, but I had really good trading on it, and I'm very actually proud of this trade that I did. The master itself, Thor, did a really nice trade on Apple short. I'm going to actually show his trade, and this is just his signature trades. He shorted from R5, and he wants to go to the previous day close. Thor, go ahead and explain your trade.
So yeah, I'm getting into my trade, and real quick before I do that, I just want to throw it out there one more time for the room and everyone and YouTube and everything. Andrew's control over his trading is spectacular, and he's really teaching you some major things about, he hit his trade, he got his big movement, and he's not going to just sit and gamble and be addicted to the market. He made his goal. He's ready to get out there and do that. And what you'll notice is, like yesterday in the room, we had a lot of struggling in the room yesterday. Paris went down negative in the room, but came out green at the end of the day. I took more losses than wins yesterday, but came out green on the day. And it just shows you how risk management is as vital as anything. Andrew caught that beautiful opening break, and unfortunately, it wasn't in a range for me to get in yet. So I had to hang back and watch because Andrew's so much better at momentum than me. I'm more of a range trader, obviously. So you can see on my Apple trade, Apple kind of did similar to Tesla, but with not quite being so strong, and Apple ripped to the top side and ran right into our R6, which is where we start to really look for extended short opportunities. When the volume dropped up there, I didn't think we were going to keep going up, so I went ahead and took on a short. And then we basically chopped there for quite a while. The move actually came thanks to the Fed speaking. Barkin started speaking at 10 o'clock, and he was nice enough to make the market a little indecisive for a bit, and we closed the gap and came back down basically to value on everything across the board. You could have been in SPY, you could have been in Qs, you could have been in Apple, Nvidia, Micro, you could have been in any ticker right around 10. And if you were short, you were right. So it was the right place at the right time. We were in a selling range, and I was seeing selling, so it was time to get in, and we got it. So my first partials were actually at 3-1, starting at 3-1. The second partial was actually a hotkey error. So I actually wanted to target PDC for my next partial, but I ended up taking a little bit more off early. But it was fine. It still put me over goal, and it's nice. But I'd like to still be holding more of this position. So, but that's my trade. I did try a trade on Tesla, which I went out on a break even because I was trying to short the top, but it wasn't ready. And Andrew actually showed you how it dipped and then came back up. When it came back up, that's when I went out on my short. So Apple was my trade for the day. That really worked out. I'm not going to take any more trades today either. Made it where I needed to be, and I've already taken a couple of trades, so no need to put risk on what's going to be a weird day. We have beige book at 2:00. Which is really going to move things around. And I think 1 or 2 more Feds speaking between now and then. So expect, a little indecision today.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, though. Really appreciate that. Just one question that I have. This yellow line is the volume point of control?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So that's VPOC or volume point of control. And basically for anyone out there in YouTube land, this is our whale hunter. This lets us find where the most transactions are being done at what price. So on this 1 minute chart, the most transactions on Apple were being done at 191.85. And if you notice, there's actually not a lot of candles hitting that area. So that lets you know that those orders came through at one level and really came through on a big sell. And so that set value for that area, and a value rejection is basically what I was playing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great trading, guys. So yesterday, Paris webinar is posted on Education Center. And today is the Wednesday. I don't know who's Psychology Wednesday. Is it the Dr. Is Jared Tamler? Is it coming? Do you know who's Psychology? If anyone can mention that. I don't have the webinar up on there right now. Randy Howell.
It's Dr. Rand.
Oh, Randy
or Rand Howell. Yeah.
So Randy Howell. I'm not sure actually he's a doctor, but he's a really great performance coach in the psychology.
Honorary then bestowed by me.
No, I don't know. Maybe he is, but I'm not sure if he's actually having a PhD or not. But he's a great performance coach, very experienced in this field. So that's his webinar tonight. And guys, if you have any questions, just email us, andrew@bearwolftraders.com. Even though I'm traveling, if I cannot respond, I forward it to one of our team members and they get back to you guys. All the best and happy trading, guys. Great trading.